Alright guys, welcome back. We have more infos for the new pack coming next week. I have been not really able to make videos because I am or was kind of sick. It's okay right now, but we have additional information for our additional pack, Beat the Boss Rush here. We already knew about these 3 cards, but now we have 2 more confirmed cards, one of which is actually quite nice. All of them are obviously ultra rares. We will take a look at the super quantum stuff or super quantile stuff in a second here, so let's look at what we will also get besides the super quantile fairy Zetan. But yeah, we will get the super BS Metal Slave, the Lady's Dragon Maid, and Chef de Nouvelle. These are ultra rares. We already knew about this. Super nice. And then we get the new super quant support. We also get though Songs of the Dominators, if you're not aware, and if you don't, check it. This is a part of the Dominus archetype basically, so Dominus Purge and Dominus Impulse. There is a 4th card to come in the future, Dominus Spiral, and all of them code together. This is definitely weaker than the other ones, but if you should pull this from this pack, I think you should keep this in specific decks that also play the other Dominus cards. This can be very strong. This might be a trap deck. We had a Yummy variant running around for a while playing all of the Dominus cards, minus the Dominus Impulse, obviously. Let's read the card. If you have no monsters in your graveyard, you can activate this card from your hand, so you will normally not play hand traps. This was a bit prominent because we have K9 in the TCG, and K9 cards can be activated, at least the Izuna, if you have activated a monster's effect in the hand or the graveyard. And this is the logic where you would play the Dominator or the Dominus Impulse cards, Dominus Purge, so that you don't activate the Izuna or the K9 stuff. So you would basically play less hand traps and just focus on these trap cards here. And once again, if you have no monsters in your graveyard, you can activate this card from your hand. So you definitely want this going second, otherwise it's not super useful. Because if you go first, you will more than likely have monsters in your graveyard. Then you would set this card. When your opponent activates a monster effect on the field and negate that effect, then if you have a trap card in your graveyard, you can add 1 Dominus card from your deck to your hand. Obviously, this is very, very strong. This is like an imperm, but it doesn't really target. So the opponent cannot dodge this by, for example, using a Forbidden Droplet and sending the target away. This is already quite kind of nice. But then if you have a lot of traps in your deck, you can also add a Dominus card from deck to hand, basically giving you another interruption, so maybe a Purge or maybe an Impulse, or in the future Dominus Spiral. So very, very strong in the right deck. The entire Dominus engine is pretty strong if you can play them all, which there are definitely decks where you can do this. For example, this Sarcophagus deck, this Mausoleum, Anubis deck that we will get in the future. Maybe in the next pack, I could definitely see this coming. Maybe this is also why they put Songs of the Dominators in here. If you not know what I'm talking about, go check out my video where I am talking about what could be in the next real selection pack that we will get at the beginning of the next month. If you activate this card from your hand, you cannot activate the effects of monsters in your hand, graveyard, and banishment until the end of the next turn. Once again, here is your basically motivation to not play too many hand traps together with Songs of the Dominators. Very strong card here. And then we also have our Super Quantal Fairy Zetan. We will take a look at the Super Quantal cards now over in Yu-Gi-Oh! Database. Alright, and here we have Super Quantal Fairy Zetan. It's a level 1 dark. If you control a Super Quant monster except this one, and this card is in your hand, you can special summon this card. Then you can make this card's level the same as one Super Quant monster you control. So very nice. This is not a tuner, so this doesn't help us in this case. You can tribute this card and send 1 Super Quant card from your deck to the graveyard except to Dark Monster. Special summon 1 Super Quant monster from your deck except this one here. And then you can only use each effect of Super Quant Fairy Zetan once per turn. A very strong card here for the archetype, and in combination with this, we will most likely also get the Super Quantum Black layer here and the layer 19 Sudden Incursion Super Quantum Black. So these are the other 2 Super Quantum cards that we don't yet have in the game, so it's pretty likely that we will get them. This one reads level 7, it has 2/4/2/4. When your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can discard 1 other card, and if you do, special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned, you can special summon 1 Super Quantal Mech Beast XYZ monster from your extra deck using this card you control as a material, and if you do, attach 1 Super Quant monster from your graveyard to it. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Super Quant spell from deck to hand. Super Quantal Mech, I'm not familiar with the card, but we can quickly look it up. Not quite sure whether this is a strong card or not, because I'm not super familiar with this entire engine here. Okay, all of them are basically Super Quantal Mechs. Okay, so you could also summon this boss monster here, I guess. this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon blah blah blah. This card gains these effects based on the number of materials with different names. 2+. Okay, it wouldn't really matter here. You can detach, target one monster on the field, destroy it. This is a quick effect if this card has Super Quantum Red Layer as a material. And this one can target a monster on the field, negate. This one can target Spell Trap, destroy. And this one can change to face down defense position. And if they have the matching attributes here, basically, then this is a quick effect. So yeah, definitely not a bad card. Though I'm not quite sure. We have to go back to the other card here, because he said that, and you can add one Super Quantum spell from your deck to your hand. Okay, attach one Super Quant monster from your graveyard to it. Okay, I guess you can then, if you have it in the graveyard, attach the Super Quant monster that makes the XYZ's monster that we have just read a quick effect, and then it's not that bad, I guess. This is most likely what you want to do with this. Most likely this is a one-off, I'm assuming. I guess you can search this within this engine. I'm not the biggest expert on Super Quant. Layer 19, Sudden Incursion, Super Quantum Black. A quick play spell, activate one of these effects, but you can only use each once per turn. Target one attack, position monster on the field, change into defense. If you control a Super Quant monster, special summon one Super Quant monster from your deck with a different original attribute from monsters you control in defense position. Okay. Or you set one Super Quant trap from your deck. It can be activated this turn. It can be activated this turn. That's interesting. Okay. Let's check which traps this archetype even has. We can set a Super Quant trap. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure if this is has ever been an archetype that was being played. What traps have we available here? We have two traps. We have Magna Slayer as well as Magna Formation here, and we can activate them the turn we set them, which is always kind of strong. Your opponent cannot target Super Quant cards on the field with card effect during your main phase 1. You can target one Super Quant XYZ monster you control, attach one other face-up monster you control to it as a material. Okay. And then we have the Sword Magna Slayer, target one Super Quant XYZ monster you control, equip this card to it. It gains attack equal to its rank 100. Also, if it attacks the defense position monster and inflict piercing during your battle phase, you can send this equip card to the graveyard. The monster that was equipped with this card can make 3 attacks during each battle phase this turn. Okay, so you can use this card to basically finish off the game, I guess. I have to say, all of the Quant cards I have read by now don't seem to be too great. So yeah, even though it's kind of cool that we got this, or we will get this in the pack, I guess it's not super impactful. But I'm super happy that we, for example, get the Songs of the Dominators, because this definitely makes the pack better than a lot of the other Halloween packs, let's call them, that we have received over the years. But yeah, I'm very interested in your opinion. Let me know in the comments what you think of this pack. If you like my videos, please consider subscribing and take a thumbs up and the notification bell. And guys, we will see each other in the next one.